And then the cross-examination happened. And I was like, honey, okay.
Okay, it's going to be Jackie Fulford here.
What is disgraced judge and funeral home proprietor Jackie Fulford gonna say?
Okay, this is going to be weird.
Will this be more exciting? No, because the woman is standing up and she's not very exciting, in my opinion.
She was on the bench previously. Apparently, there was a lot of corruption involved. I don't know details. I just know that the judicial committee removed her from the bench, and that's why she's back to being a lawyer now. And she's representing Donna. I mean, it's like a perfect storm. And also, I've learned that she has a funeral and crematory business on the side as well. I mean, Donna could not have picked a better lawyer. It's literally like, look, it's a full stop shop. We will represent you and then we will bury you. Literally. Like, you can't make this stuff up. This is 100% real.
Do they believe at this point that the jury knows Wendy's in on it, and therefore they got to reinforce that point home and try to create distance then with Donna and Wendi?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I represent your mother in this case.
No shit. I'm
You've never spoken to me about this case, correct?
I have not.
I haven't slept today.
I guess the best place to start is where you left off.
The first thing she asks is, your mom was shocked when you told her what happened? Yes. That's smart.
Well, my parents sounded surprised, so I guess that's a relief.
When's the last time you listened to that call?
I haven't listened to it. Listened to the call I had with my mom. I've never listened to it.
Well, from the interview room, you've never listened to your interview?
I have read the transcript of my interview, but I never listened to my interview.
You don't recall the shock in your mother's voice when you...
It's all over YouTube, girl. It's all over the tubes of you. You've never watched your interrogation, your interview. I call bullshit on that.
Told her what had happened?
I do think she was shocked.
You could hear that over the phone, correct?
Yes.
Play the tape.
So many topics were covered, I'm going to have to kind of skip around, okay?
That's going to affect her memory.
Jackie Fulford's tab game was not nearly as tight as the state's. She fumbled paper. I think she dropped some on the floor. I'm like, come on, little boy blue. You notice how she dressed like the little Dutch boy? I'm like, she don't have a tailor. I promise you that down there at the funeral home, there is a tailor who can fix her suits. Ma'am.
She also spoke about how her mother was such a great mother. Donna Adelson, such a great mother, right? She took good care of you.
Your mom took good care of you all.
Yes.
She treated you well.
Yes.
Very kind.
Yes.
Very.
Ma'am? Counsel?
Well, that sounds like we're starting to get into character.
Are you getting into character evidence? You're going to make a prosecutor's day with all of this, ma'am. The prosecution is going to be like, sweet baby Jesus, let's ride.
If they go too far into this, and if I was if I was the state, I'd be saying, Judge, it sounds to me like they're calling evidence on character.
Very kind.
Yes.
Very loving.
Yes.
Very caring towards her family and others.
Why is any of this relevant?
Yeah, right.
Your mom was such a nice person, right? Isn't she such a lovely human?
I think
That's
you
not
want
what
to
the
describe
message
her
was,
as being
Joe.
kind, empathetic, and very loving and sensitive person. You recall that?
I don't recall that, but that sounds right.
And she's selfless. She's not selfish. She's selfless. She radiates joy.
You said your mom was completely selfless.
Yes.
That's the opposite of selfish.
It is.
Means she's caring more about others than she does about herself.
Yes, ma'am.
And she's always there for you. She's paying for stuff. She's taking you on vacations. She's such a great mother, right? So just trying to build up the character of Donna Adelson.
And what she did was for others.
Yes.
Never doing anything for herself.
Correct.
Okay.
But then why did you stop talking to her in November of 2023, Wendi? If she's such a wonderful person, why are you no longer in contact with your own mother, who is just such a sweet, sweet little granny in her pastel cardigan in this courtroom?
She was invested in your lives.
Yes.
You, and both of your brothers.
Yes.
Okay.
So what she did was for others.
Is that door open?
Shh. This defense attorney has just opened the door for a bunch of other shit to come in.
Can that door be opened? Because if character is at issue, we're gonna have some witnesses we want to call.
She kind of did it in opening a little. She alluded to it, but this was like wrecking ball level character evidence. This is not going to go well down the road.
Fair to say that your mom has always been there for you when you needed her?
Yes.
For little things and big things?
Yes.
Like big things. Like big. The M word.
Now, you said that you testified that you left Danny in September of 2012.
Memories of Attorney Owens, because if you open that door, I'm going to drive a bus through it. That's kind of what I feel like here. This is a risky game.
They repeated a lot of what the prosecutor said. Talk about how Miami would have been better for Danny too, because they have a big Jewish community there, a lot of kosher restaurants, all that stuff.
My mom just wanted Danny to move down to Miami with me so that, number one, I could be closer to the grandchildren, and number two, he can enjoy the kosher wonderland that is Miami.
Okay, but he's tenured. Okay.
$1 million offer was not to bribe him in what sounds like an illegal sense. It was an incentive for him to relocate himself to Miami, correct?
Yes.
Why would you even call it a bribe? That doesn't seem like a bribe. It's kind of like a way to buy out his rights to see his kids for $1 million. That's not a bribe. That's more of like a negotiation or a settlement or something. Why would her own defense attorney, who's supposed to be representing Donna's interests, is calling that a bribe?
No, we're not going to bribe him. It's an incentive.
My understanding, yes.
Now, if Dan Markel was becoming more Jewish, Miami would probably be a better place for him to live and raise his children. There's a lot more Jewish day schools there. There's a lot more kosher food down there, a lot more kosher options.
The amount of food and Hebrew schools and of the Jewish women and stuff that were down there. Did I mention all the delicious kosher food?
A lot more Jewish options there. There's just a lot more Jews down there. So this whole idea about, Dan Markel was trying to become more religious, and you're trying to relocate Wendy's trying to relocate to Miami, and
it's Jewish paradise in Miami. And I was like, okay, we get it. There's a lot of Jewish people in Miami.
Dan just wants to stay in Tallahassee. Well, if Dan really is serious about this whole religious stuff, then it makes a lot more sense to move down to Miami. And then we're going to give him so much money, he can fly back to Tallahassee twice. He only teaches twice a week, so he can fly back there.
You lived there with him before.
Yes.
And he liked living there.
Yes, he liked it very much.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, that's okay. I was just saying he liked it very much.
In fact, he tried to get a professorship at the University of Miami School of Law.
He did.
She never wanted to take the kids out of Danny's life. She wanted Danny to be around. She wanted Danny to be able to, see the kids grow up and be, it was just all the stuff that's like, you read that family law file and that's just really, really hard to believe.
Again, it's not going to help that much because once they're actually going through the divorce, you can tell by the emails that, no, she really, really hated him.
And then you say, for the chance to save face with my family and to be given an opportunity I don't actually want, to live with them in South Florida.
Holy shit. What? The email says, for an opportunity I don't want?
How does this happen? I don't get it.
And then you say, so I am willing to put myself through all of this just to keep up appearances with my parents and brother that I want to be living down in South Florida or down south with them, even though I don't want to.
Maybe they're pointing the finger at Wendi. Maybe they're throwing her under the bus, but that's her best defense. It's like, I didn't even really want to go to South Florida. I was keeping up the facade.
Counsel, ma'am? What side are you on?
So Donna's attorney here, to me, is giving Wendi Adelson her best defense. I wanted to stay in Tallahassee with my family. I don't know. I wanted to keep this job. I don't know. I want to take relocation off the table. That all sounds really good for Wendi Adelson, not so much for Donna.
Because I don't see how the fuck that helps Donna at all when Wendy's saying, I am putting myself through the ringer, fighting with him to save face with my family, to keep up appearances with my family for something that I don't want to do.
That she was lying to her mom because her mom was so overbearing and crazy about getting her to South Florida that she wouldn't take no for an answer, even though the judge was clearly not giving relocation.
That's awful for Donna.
The judge said it was denied with prejudice, and I guess my lawyer explained to me that meant, yeah, he's denying it and don't talk about it again.
So what happened is after the judge says, if their toenails haven't been pulled out, I'm not thinking relocation, you actually stipulated to denial with prejudice, right?
Yes.
You did not tell your parent.
She stipulated, meaning agreed to. A stipulation is something you agreed to. You don't make the judge make the call.
And Jackie Fulford was like, right, but you made your mother sit outside the courtroom, so your mother had no idea that the topic was dead.
That was a point won by the defense. Make no bones about it. Donna being in the dark about it being with prejudice is a big fucking deal in terms of knowledge.
So maybe Donna really didn't know that this issue was done. She didn't know that this issue was dead. She didn't know that this was dismissed with prejudice.
And Wendy was like, I don't know. She does emotional support preening. Have you seen that? She's just like, I'm not sure. Okay, I don't know what my mom knew.
You told her sit outside because you might testify, but in reality, you just didn't want your mom to hear. So yeah, she was manipulating Donna.
How does this help Donna? Donna thinks she can still fight.
So she stipulated to it, didn't tell Donna, agreed to it, wanted to stay in Tallahassee. At least part of her wanted to stay in Tallahassee. Man.
So she wants to fight. And you didn't tell her that you agreed to the stipulation.
Mother thought you still had an opportunity to get it up through your final hearing, right?
So she was just like, I don't know what my mother knew or what she didn't know. And Jackie Fulford was like, right, that's why your mother kept pushing and pushing and pushing, because she didn't realize that it was a dead issue.
I believe so.
And so she kept writing these ugly things and giving you all of these ugly suggestions, right?
She did write those emails.
If you had told her you
She did write the
stipulated with
emails.
prejudice, that's probably not what you wanted, Mom, but that would have been the end of it, right?
What?
I don't know. I would just
Wait a minute.
be guessing.
Did her lawyer just say a coulda, shoulda, woulda argument? And God forbid, I mean, she was this close to saying, and then Danny would still be alive. Wow. Okay, lady, if this is the tactic you want to take, but it's a loser one, I'm telling you.
You testified you hated him at the time he was killed, right?
I don't remember testifying to that.
Well, then we'll need to take a break, Judge. May we approach?
Questions for the witness?
I do. May we approach?
Please approach.
Wow.
So is she like kind of trying to throw Wendy under the bus here?
It's getting feisty. It's getting feisty.
Because it was you who talked to Catherine McBanawa. What is happening?
Defense right there at the end remembered somebody peed in their Cheerios this morning and got spicy.
Well, the defense attorney played nice at the beginning and then at the end was just like, you ordered the code red.
They threw a little heat there at the end. Like they're blaming her.
Who hated him more, Wendy or Donna?
You hated him. It was you, that Wendy, right there.
Is that the card she's trying to play?
Donna is just a sweet, innocent granny. She was nice and helpful, okay?
You knew on your fancy wedding day, when you were all dolled up and feeling like you were an actor in someone else's show. You knew it on your honeymoon, when you were enjoying the vacation but not thrilled to be there with him. You said, I'm not sure I liked him, let alone loved him, but I was eager to start a life with someone and he wanted to do it with me. You recall saying that?
I don't recall saying that.
That's sad.
I have.
There was never any love there. She admitted that.
How does this help Donna? I don't know, but the tea is getting fucking spilled.
I submit that there is no way on earth you could forget making a statement like that. That's my opinion.
Is coming back to bite her now.
Damn, well then don't marry the guy. That's not fair, right? I think Donna kind of pushed Wendi onto Dan, you know, like Donna. Remember Donna had the dating app, set up a dating profile for Wendi, and she was picking men for Wendi, so.
And Wendy's like, how am I getting just cross-examined up one side and down the other by both attorneys?
Yeah, this is brutal. Both sides are attacking her.
How much are they going to pull the thread on this one? Trying to implicate her.
They don't have him in their lives day to day, no.
Because on July the 18th of 2014, he was brutally murdered in his driveway. Isn't that true?
That is true.
And you testified on direct that anybody in your family that had anything to do with it should be held responsible. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And that includes you, doesn't it?
Anyone who's responsible.
Anyone, she says. Anyone. Oh.
Oh, that's it? You're gonna spend 15 seconds on like, that includes you, Mrs. Adelson. You are responsible and Donna is innocent. I mean, innocent. Not in a dollar, but oh my God, I'm sorry. I just...
Donna, did you know your lawyers were gonna sit there and be like, and that means you?
How about that ending? Anyone should be held responsible. That includes you.
Wow. If we thought Charlie was under the bus, Wendi is way under the bus, and Donna is driving it over everybody. Wow.
No wonder Donna is staring at her like that, because she's like, it's about to go down. We're about to throw you right under the bus.
Wendi girl, how's it feeling under that bus?
Donna, did you know that this is what your lawyers were going to ask, ma'am? Did you tell them to go look for the email? Donna!
Now, word on these true crime streets is that Donna was offered a deal if she would give up Wendi for prosecution. Donna could go home.
Wow, could not be any more direct. Donna is definitely suggesting, heavily pinning the blame on Wendi, that Wendi did it.
And the rumor further contends that Donna turned down that offer. This is what I need to understand. Why? If you're just going to get up in court and throw your child under the bus, why don't you throw her under the bus from the comfort of the Four Seasons, where there's low carbs and high thread count sheets?
This is this is as dramatic as you will ever see in a trial. Right there. That's as dramatic. The mother just blamed the daughter and basically said, you set me up, and nobody saw that one coming.
Instead, you're going to throw your daughter under the bus and still be convicted?
Anyone should be held responsible, and that means you.
Because they want the jury thinking, was it really Wendi that did all this? She was manipulating Donna before. Is she manipulating Donna again? Is Wendi the master manipulator here? Is she the one at the center?
Absolutely a shocker. I just can't believe that. I needed to just stop and process that for a moment.
That was a pretty good ending.
And the prosecutors coming in hot. You said you were an actor in somebody else's show.
You were an actor in someone else's show. Whose show was it?
Whose fucking show was it, Wendi? Was it the Donna show?
Who are you trying to make happy? Your mom?
Dressed up like a doll, living out the life your mom wanted you to live? You didn't even tell her that you agreed. You acquiesced to no relocation ever, because it's not what you want to do, but you didn't have the balls to tell your mother that you had agreed. Because you were afraid of your mother, weren't you, Wendi?
You know, the prosecutor took right where the defense left off and was like, and that's why You know, it was your mother who was controlling you and you didn't want to do it. Yes. And it was your mother who influenced you, and for you it was kind of like a sure, I'll do it. Yes, like she in 15 seconds unraveled 45 minutes of cross-examination.
When your mom sounded surprised on the phone, you were relieved because you were sitting there at the police station going, holy shit, did my mother murder my ex? Oh my God.
Think about that for a second. That woman was up there asking Wendi questions for about 45 minutes. The prosecutor gets up there in 15 seconds. I already forgot anything the defense attorney asked. I'm back to Donna's guilty and Wendi is an accomplice. Like, she accomplished nothing.
Oh, Wendi, would you like to go back and rephrase some of your answers now that your mom's attorney has thrown these shots at you? Because now here's your chance. Here's your chance. That includes you. Here is your chance. Let's go.
This is better than TV drama in as well. I completely agree with you. This is just absolutely wild.
I think I felt like I just wasn't fully present in my own life, that I had always been a real people pleaser. And so there was an aspect of not always being true to myself and wanting to make other people happy.
Your mom's attorney just threw the grenade at you. What are you going to do? You lobbing it back? What are we doing now? Because her lawyer fucking went there. So are we going to tell the truth now?
And one of those people is your mom, right?
Yes.
And that's part of why you kept going with relocation, even when you kind of had some doubts about it, right?
I would say it's part of the reason.
In fact, when you've testified about this previously, didn't you indicate you didn't know what with prejudice meant?
I think it's not something that comes up in my daily practice. And so at the time I had forgotten that it meant that it was a final order.
What? What kind of law doesn't have with prejudice versus without prejudice?
Right,
She passed the bar and didn't know what
it was
with
suggested
prejudice.
or said on cross that you didn't tell your mom it was final and she was misled and she thought there was still room for it, right?
That is what was said to me on cross.
Your mom never suggested any harm to Dan Markel to you, but she did want to bribe him, yes?
Yes.
Take control from him, weren't those her words?
Yes.
Aggravate him.
Yes.
Scare him.
I don't remember scare him, but I believe that was part of it.
Psychologically frustrate him?
Yes.
Take something from him.
Yes.
Show that fucker what would make him absolutely miserable.
This is a family show.
Definitely
ma'am.
not kill him, right?
Ooh, but Donna is just a sweet granny in a pastel cardigan. She would never say the F word like that. But she did.
I mean, the defense's cross-examination uncorked a whole new prosecutor. We got to the afternoon, and this prosecutor is just like, yeah, fucker, let's go.
I don't know what the question is.
Donna was caring and devoted to your boys. You were asked about that. That's true, right?
And Wendi is just like, yep.
And she thought a move to South Florida was what was best for you.
Yes.
And what was best for your children.
Yes.
Who she cared about more than anyone in the world.
I mean, I don't know who she cared about most in the world, but she loves
Is
me.
there anyone that she cares about more than those two boys?
My dad.
Okay. And Dan Markel could have agreed, couldn't he?
He was amenable, but then he didn't want to, ultimately.
Well, he could have moved to South Florida, right? Isn't that what you were asked on cross?
Yes, he could have.
Could have moved to South Florida and enjoyed all that delicious kosher food down there, right?
Yes.
Except he wouldn't relent, would he?
Except he wouldn't play ball.
I mean, he said no, and so we had a hearing, and the judge said no.
You agreed that stop the fuckery, that it wasn't going your way, and then you stipulated. The judge didn't say no. The judge said, you're not meeting your burden, and then you agreed.
Yes, but you were asked on cross, wouldn't things have been potentially great for Danny down there too?
Yes, I think they would have.
Couldn't we all have lived happily ever after if he would have agreed to move down there too? Possibly, right?
Possibly.
Oh, that emphasis on lived happily ever after. Right? Oh.
But he wouldn't agree.
He didn't agree, no.
And that's why he's dead.
Nothing further.
That's what she didn't say.